Hello, today we are going to discuss about the three important numericals of capacitor. The first numerical is find the equivalent capacitance of the ladder network between the point P and Q. You just see. So there is a circuit of infinite capacitance. You just see. There is a circuit of infinite capacitance. This is one unit. This is another unit. This is another unit. In this way, infinite number of capacitors are there. We have to calculate the equivalent capacitance of the ladder. This is called ladder network or infinite network of capacitance. Infinite network of identical capacitance. This is the identical capacitance. Find the equivalent capacitance between the point P and Q of the ladder network. Okay? Now let the equivalent capacitance between P and Q is capital C1. Let equivalent capacitance between the point P and Q is C1. Okay? Now it consists of infinite number of identical units. You just see, this is one unit. This is one unit. This consists of infinite number of identical units. So since it consists of infinite number of identical units, so if I cut here and remove this part, equivalent capacitance remain unchanged. Since it has infinite number of identical capacitors, so if I cut the capacitance here along this plane, then equivalent capacitance remain unchanged. But you cannot cut here. You cannot cut here. If you cut here, that means remove this part. So the obtained circuit is not equivalent to that. Obtained circuit is not equivalent to that. Okay? So if I cut here, then only equivalent capacitance remain unchanged. But if I cut here, if I cut along this axis, the equivalent capacitance will be changed. Okay, so therefore we have to cut the system here. The procedure is, since it consists of repeating units of two capacitors, if we add or subtract one such unit, equivalent capacitance does not affect. Equivalent capacitance remain unchanged. Okay? Clear? Now, I cut here and remove this part. So then also we will get the identical circuit. Therefore, equivalent capacitance remain unchanged. Here capacitance between P and Q is C1. So if I cut this part, then also equivalent capacitance between these 2 points is C1. Therefore, instead of writing this part, a C1 capacitance is connected. In parallel to C. So therefore, this is the equivalent circuit. This is C1. I remove this part. Instead of that part, I write the C1. This C and this C1 are parallel. Therefore, what is their equivalent capacitance? C plus C1. Okay? Now, this C and this C dash, they are in series. So, therefore, 1 by C1 is 1 by C plus 1 by C plus C1. I take the LCM. Okay? C into C plus C1. Therefore, C plus C1 will go this part and this C will go this part. So, twice C plus C1. Okay? I remove the bracket from the denominator. So, C square plus CC1. Okay? Now, I cross multiply it. If I cross multiply it, this will go this side. It will go in the numerator and this denominator comes here. So, it is like this. So, ultimately, I get a quadratic equation in C1. C1 square plus C1 minus C square. Can you remember the quadratic equation? ax square plus bx plus c is 0. If the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is 0, what is solution? Minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. X is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by twice a. So this is the quadratic equation. That means if I compare these two equations, here ax square, this is c1 square. That means value of a in this case is 1. Bx c1, that means value of b is equal to c plus c. And what is this constant? This constant is minus c square. This constant is minus c square. This is the quadratic equation in c1 square, and this is quadratic equation in x square. This is quadratic equation in c1, and this is quadratic equation in x. X square c1 square, what is the coefficient a? Here coefficient is 1. Bx c1, what is the value of b? It is c. And what is the constant? Minus c square. So what is the solution? Solution is this. So therefore c1 is minus b. Minus b, what is the value of b? Value of b is c. So therefore minus b, this minus, what is the value of b? B is c. Plus minus b square, what is the value of b? It is c. So therefore c square. Minus 4ac, what is the value of a? A here is 1. What is coefficient of c1? What is coefficient of c1 square? It is 1. So it is 4 into 1. Then what is the constant c? It is minus c square. So therefore I put minus c square. Divided by twice a. So again I repeat. If this is quadratic equation in c1, what is the solution? c1 is minus b. Minus, this is minus. What is the value of b? B is c. From where b comes? B comes from this. From similar quadratic equation in x. So plus minus square root of b square. B square means c square. Minus 4ac. Minus 4. What is the value of a? Here coefficient of c1 is 1. So therefore value of a is 1. Then what is the value of c? It is minus c square. I put minus c square here. So this minus get plus. These two minus get plus. Therefore minus c plus minus square root of c square plus minus c square plus 4c square. C square plus 4c. Why this plus comes? This minus get multiplied. So this is positive. Divided by 2. Now this is c square, this is 4c square. It is 5c square. What is square root of 5c square? Square root of 5 plus c. So here there are two signs. One positive sign, one negative sign. We cannot take the negative sign here. So if I take negative sign, this is minus c minus root 5c by 2. Capacitance cannot have negative value. Therefore we have to omit the negative sign here. So if I omit the negative sign, what is the answer? Minus c plus square root of root 5c divided by 2. Okay? So in the next step, you just see in the next step, so it is minus 1 plus root 5c divided by 2. That means c1 is root 5 minus 1c by 2. This c1 is root 5 minus 1 divided by 2. So this is the solution. This numerical is not given in the NCERT books, but in lot of entrance examinations, this type of question comes. Okay? Our next numerical is, there are 4 metal plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 numericals, numerical 1 and 2. There are 4 metal plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 2 numericals, there are 4 metal plates. Each of area A at a separation of small d. They are arranged parallel. 4 metal plates are arranged parallel to each other. Area of each plate is capital A and separation between the plate is d. Separation between the plate is d. We have to calculate the equivalent capacitance between the point P and Q. You just see in the first arrangement, first and fourth plate is connected to P and second and third plate is connected to Q. In the second numerical, first and third is connected to P and and second and fourth is connected to Q. We have to calculate the equivalent capacitance. So what is the arrangement? So this is the arrangement. There are two different methods. I connect the positive terminal of the battery at the point P and negative terminal at the point Q. Then what happens? This is the first plate. First plate get positively charged. Second plate get negatively charged. Third plate get negatively charged. Fourth plate get positively charged. Because fourth plate is connected to P. First plate is connected to P. Therefore they are positively charged. Second and third plate is connected to Q. Therefore they are negatively charged. Since the plate 2 and 3 are at the same potential, though they are parallel to each other, these two plates are parallel to each other, but they attain the same potential, negative potential. Therefore, these two plates cannot form a parallel plate capacitor. These two plates cannot form a parallel plate capacitor. This plate and this plate form a parallel plate capacitor. This plate and this plate form a parallel plate capacitor. Or we may do it from numbering also. You just see the plate 1 is connected to P. Plate 2 is connected to, you just see, plate 1 is connected to P and plate 2 is connected to Q. Therefore, between 1 and 2, there is a parallel plate capacitor. Between 2 and 3, there cannot be any parallel plate capacitor because 2 and 3 both connected to the point Q. Okay? Then the plate 3 and 4, you just see, 3 is connected to Q and 4 is connected to P. Between 3 and 4, there is a parallel plate capacitor. So how many parallel plate capacitors are? 2 parallel plate capacitors. These 4 plates form the 2 parallel plate capacitors. So what is equivalent capacitance? It is C plus C. Because if the capacitors are parallel, what is CP? C1 plus C2. Therefore, CP is C plus C. So what is CP? It is twice C. So that means twice epsilon 0 A by D. Okay? Now, in the second capacitor, you just see, there are 4 plates, 1 and 3 connected to P and 2 and 4 connected to Q. So if I give the positive potential here and negative potential here, 1 and 3 plate get positively charged, 2 and 4 plate get negatively charged. So this is 1 plate, this is 2 plate, this is 3 plate and this is 4 plate. So therefore, between these 2 plates, there is a parallel plate capacitor, positive, negative. Between 2 and 3 also, there is a parallel plate capacitor, negative and positive. Both of them are at different potential. And between 3 and 4 also, there is a parallel plate capacitor, they are at different potential. So if I connect the 4 plates in this way, then between 1 and 2, there is a parallel plate capacitor because you just see, they have different potential. Between 2 and 3 also a parallel plate capacitor, different potential, and between 3 and 4 also a parallel plate capacitor at different potential. Or we may do it from numbering also. Plate 1 is connected to P, plate 2 is connected to Q. Then between 2 and 3 also there is a parallel plate capacitor. Plate 2 is connected to Q, plate 3 is connected to P. Between 3 and 4 also there is a parallel plate capacitor. Plate 3 is connected to P, plate 4 is connected to Q. That means this plate is common for these 2 capacitors. Similarly, third number plate is common for these 2 capacitors. Again I repeat, plate 1 is connected to P, plate 2 is connected to Q. Therefore, between these 2 plates, there is a parallel plate capacitor. Plate 2 is connected to Q, plate 3 is connected to P. Between 2 and 3, there is a parallel plate capacitor. Plate 3 is connected to Q, plate 4 is connected to P. Between 3 and 4, there is a parallel plate capacitor. So how many capacitors are there? 3. So therefore, what is CP? C1 plus C2 plus C. Because when capacitors are in parallel, CP is C1 plus C2 plus C. So they have equal capacitance. Why they have equal capacitance? Because their separations are equal. and surface area are equal. Therefore, Cp is equal to 3C, so 3 epsilon 0 A by D. Okay? Is it clear? Is it clear? You repeatedly follow this YouTube video and then you try to solve yourself. Okay? এই দুটা নিউমাৰিকেল কৰিবৰ কাৰণে যদি বুজাত অসুবিধা হৈছে তোমালোকে ইউটিউবৰ ভিডিঅ'টো 2-3 বাৰ চাই ল'বা, তাৰপিছত নিউমাৰিকেলটো সলভ কৰিবলৈ ট্ৰাই কৰিবা।